There's a big difference between pain and suffering. Pain is mandatory in getting somewhere in life. Pain teaches us. Pain is temporary. You can survive temporary pain. On the other side of that pain, you meet another version of yourself. We learn from our pain, and it's temporary. Suffering is living in that prison in your mind. Suffering is chasing a dream that's no longer your dream. Suffering is not pursuing your interests and your curiosities and your hobbies. Those are all things we choose. So pain, that's part of life. That's almost mandatory to pursuing something great. There's nothing wrong with having pain in our lives, because when we get pleasure, it feels 1,000 times better. So pain is going to be there, but suffering is of our choosing. And so many people choose to keep suffering in more and more comfort. My challenge to you today is to no longer do that and to pursue your dreams, to unlock the keys of the prison you've been living in and start to live freely again.
Small people are constantly projecting their limitations and limiting beliefs onto you, and you accept some of them as true. They constantly project, these small people project onto you their limited beliefs, and you start to believe a little bit out because they sound really reasonable. Right? And then, by the way, some of these people may truly love you and may truly care about you. They're just wrong. You know what most people think? They're going to live forever. And you will get around to making your dreams come true. You know what you think? You think other people are going to die, not you. That's how you live your life. I'll get around to it. I'll get around to it. They can project this. You keep people around you that don't serve you, that don't share your culture, don't share your values, don't stretch your thinking. I'm a product of constantly adding people to my peer group who change the way I think. Because the most powerful force in the world for you will be to be consistent with your identity. Your identity is the thoughts, concepts, and beliefs that you hold to be most true about you, brother, inside.
There's 4 stages of people in life. There's the people that are just kind of, they're just going through life, unaware, not concerned. Then there's people who become motivational. Motivational people achieve things. If you do this, you get a car, you get a house, you get money, you get a body. The level beyond that, though, is inspirational. Inspirational people move people like I hope I'm doing with you today. The root of inspiration is to be in spirit, to move people spiritually, to touch their heart, to move their emotions, to lend yourself, to move them with their higher other self. And then there's a really small group that's reserved for the highest level, which is aspirational people. Those are the people that change the world. People aspire to be like them. That's who I want to be like. That's who I want to act like. That's the kind of person I want to be. And when you become the one for your family, when you become the hero, you've moved into an aspirational space in your life.
I often say that when you're going through a difficult time, a trying time, a down time, to find something to be grateful for, to build the muscle of gratitude in your life. It'll change you. And the second thing that's right behind that, though, is give, is contribute. If you're going through a difficult time, find somebody to give, find somebody to help. When you're feeling helpless, get helpful. It'll shift your spirit. It'll elevate your spirit. It'll warm your soul. It'll change you. It's such a gift that you can give yourself as you give a gift to somebody else. I just had that type of blessing. I don't ever talk about the things I do, and I won't, but I just had a blessing, today to give myself and another person a gift of some support and some help. And this time of year in particular, don't underestimate how many people are without food. They're going to see everybody posting on social media in these great times, and they don't have that food, or they don't have anybody to spend the time with. They don't have anywhere to go, anybody to be with that loves them. Think tonight about who you could reach out with to help, if you can, financially, with food or a place to go. Max out.
I mean, you're too cool. You're like, well, I'm not like in that kind of a condition. Yes, you are. You're broke. You're broke. And until you admit where you are and define where you are and quit playing it cool and trying to fool everybody about where you are, you're going to keep losing. If you're not at least at multiple 7 figures in this world, you are still broke. Trust me. You need to be in a big damn hurry. Time is running out on you. There's 86,400 seconds in a day. The separator is going to be who takes massive action quickly.